swag, some call it cockiness, some call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end. Did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, he's going to go up top. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got him this time. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Gonna run it. It's Washington. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
The Huskies are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
From the gun, running back on the move. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant physical trenches.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Back to pass. Quarterback extends the play. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wide receiver. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. The short hands, it's Clausen. Didn't get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Not taking a knee, he'll bring it out. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Toss to the left. Running into the open space. There he goes. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds a tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Wants to go up top. Bears the pressure. Fires to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Looking downfield on first down. Looking for a deep man. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Washington. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Grab near the sticks. It's Harris. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Come on, set.
They'll leave it with him. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Let's go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Scrambling away. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't, and they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually say big plays on. The receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Toss sweep right. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Down here as we're back at it after the break. Trying play action. Going downfield for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, the offense trying to hit the dagger route. You see the receiver, he went down the field, stretched it, made it look like it was going to be a go, putting his foot in the ground, trying to cut to the inside. They're just not able to be on the same page there.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Back to throw, it's Van Buren. Fires to the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long. Looks as if he's going to run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Has their paws on it, they'll send out the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Singh. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Snap it to the back. He'll get a fresh set it down, stopped at the 31-yard line. The Tigers want to move quickly.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They're sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. Hauls it in. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. Now improvising. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he's got it at the 30. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And as we get deep in this first half, a first and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
Motion from the wideout. On second and goal, he gets another chance. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He wants to take the top off. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Huskies. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Western Michigan is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is not a given. They're up by 6 over Virginia Tech. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Van Buren. Here's a hit. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's Byrne. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab down the left side. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
Complete on third down. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Washington wants to go quickly. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Flips it out to the back. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Finds his man. It's Lawson. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of P's being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He'll do it himself on the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. Bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Man, I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Van Buren. Fires to the wideout. Got a man, it's Singh. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins, or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the outside, and Clemson is much...
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return to that small change. They take over at the 43.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Running to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Harris. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Gets the back moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's complete on the right side. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him! Just gets rid of it before the heat. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Moving away from pressure. Throwing on the run. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. And Clemson might just be rolling out another dude at quarterback. They've had 3 guys throw for more than 10,000 yards, including the great Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, and it feels like every year you're going, okay, yeah, that guy, he's next. He's next in line to be that dude because they do a good job with their QBs and finding them, recruiting them, and then developing them and really using their skill sets great. That's why Clemson had that stretch of such dominance in college football.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Caught near the sticks, it's Byrne. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And wings it incomplete. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. It's Singh. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill, he's got great speed, he gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Rushes on him. Complete. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, and get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden, they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Finds his big tight end. Turning it on. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner? Taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first. Takes it from the gun on third down. And he dropped it, just didn't whip the thing all the way in.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's right down the boulevard. And it's a deadlock here in the third quarter after the field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Western Michigan is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 20 over Virginia Tech. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Running behind that left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. He's got it. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Wants to adjust the pattern. Third down play from the gun. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. The pressure was rising. Drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise, you can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
Back to pass, it's Van Buren. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Right on target this time. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Fires into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Splits the uprights. Good. And now they take the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Off play action on 1st down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get, obviously.
Unleashes one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? They get to him as he throws. Catch in the middle, it's Byrne. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts when you're trailing late.
Touchdown, Clemson! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
The Huskies line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. He'll pull it down and run. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. And you can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Huskies come to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the 4th quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds his man. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Calls his own number. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Leaves it with the running back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, he missed it. No good. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, Matt, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the back. To the air. It's Applewhite. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Under fire. Unleashes one. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Lets it fly. And it's caught. Late touchdown here, probably too little too late. It would take a monumental miracle to come back now.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And the point after is good. 15 seconds to play, and if they have a last gasp, they have to recover this onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground, and most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The give to the right. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
At the 25-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll find their way back to the line of scrimmage, and now it's time to find their way back to the locker room as this game is over.